What is going on, everyone? Welcome back. Been a little bit since we've done an update, but overall everything is back to normal, especially since that nitrate problem that I was dealing with it was really strange. I really don't know what actually happened, because this tank's always been very, very, very low in nitrates, but for some reason it spiked. And according to the Red Sea Nitrate Pro test kit, anywhere between like 16 and 32, somewhere around there, and it's always ran like close to 0 or 0 to 1, somewhere around there. And for 8 months or so I had to dose nitrates just to keep them up. One thing that could have contributed to it was when I started doing the Triton testing. I removed all my Marine Pure blocks and spheres from the sump, and I believe that could have contributed to it a little bit. There may be some evidence there of, actually bacteria, gassing off. It turns to nitrogen gas, but it seems ever since I removed those, I did have a nitrate spike, and also I think I removed a little too much Chaeto out of my refugium. So, but I got it down. I was dosing the NO3PO4X, which I've used before. It's a great product. So if you have a nitrate problem, go ahead and look into that. Just make sure you have a really good protein skimmer that can skim all that nasty crap out for you. So started dosing NO3PO4X about 5 weeks ago. Got the nitrates all the way down to, actually it read 0 about a week ago, so I took it offline. Haven't dosed any since, and it's been steady, and it reads at 0.25 ppm, which is about perfect. So really glad I solved that problem. I think the tank's back to normal. I may have messed up the bacteria populations by removing those bio blocks, but it looks like everything is recovered. And as you can see, my refugium, it's full. I actually got to take some out. I usually take a 1 gallon a bucket a week of this out. As you can see, I put my hand in there. I mean, it's full. So, and that's a 20 by 20 area, so that's a good size. That's a lot of Chaeto in there. I think when I took everything out to clean out the bottom of the refugium, I think it was 4 or 5 gallon buckets of just Chaeto. So that's an insane amount. But yeah. That's the first time I actually used the NO3PO4X with this skimmer, and this is the Reef Octopus Elite 220 SSS. It worked very, very well, so I was pretty impressed of how well and how efficient it took all those nutrients out of the water. But so that was a good thing, but it did come at a cost by having those high nitrates. I did lose, I lost 3 or 4 acro frags, and I did lose 2 acro colonies. My big blue staghorn colony, I actually lost that, and I grew that out from like a 1-inch frag, so that I was kind of bummed about that. I really like that that coral, but I'll just get another one. So I'm actually in the hunt to find a blue matrix frag It's one of my favorite corals, so I'm gonna see if I can get my hands on that. But let's see what else. Oh, tomorrow, I was looking on Craigslist and I got a hold of this guy, and he has to get rid of his tank like ASAP, and it's a 150-gallon tank packed with coral. It's a mixed reef, like half SPS, half LPS. But I'm gonna go over there tomorrow and start breaking his tank down for him. So I'm probably gonna put some of that coral in here, and if I can fit it, because a lot of these colonies are starting to grow out now. They're getting pretty large, but we'll see what I can do. But I'm basically getting the tank and all its inhabitants for very, very cheap. The actual fish, inverts, and he has some starfish in there. Those are going to go back to my local pet store. I actually know a guy that has a reef shop in town, and I do business with him a lot. So he's going to take all the inhabitants. I'm going to basically take what kind of corals I want from it, and then pretty much do a trade at his store for all the other stuff. So that's kind of fun, because I'm on vacation this week, so it'll be nice to have a project, something to do. But so I'll probably do an update tomorrow when I get some of the stuff in my tank. And oh yeah, this is my next project. I'm gonna give him actually probably most of this colony of GSP. It's just enormous. It's growing up the glass. So I gotta get that off with a razor blade, but it's just massive. So I'm probably gonna get rid of most of that tomorrow. But yeah, other than that, everything's going pretty good. Everything recovered. The only issue I'm still really having with as far as fish is my blonde nasotang eats Chaeto, or not Chaeto, nori, but she won't eat anything else. So that's kind of frustrating. She is pretty skinny. She's very active in eating, but she just will not touch anything else, which is kind of frustrating. But so that's about it. I'll give you guys an update tomorrow, and hope you all have a good rest of your day. We'll see you next time.